Alright, boys and girls. Welcome to today's tutorial. It's called the Daily Grind. This is for people that are trying to... people are always asking me how to build up their CR combat rating to the uninitiated. Well, as you can see, my top guy is a 267. So, let's not deal with him. Let's go ahead and try this on a lower character. Let's go to somebody I haven't used in a while. Let's go Superior Girl. Let's go there. Yeah. It's my ode to Supergirl. Superior Girl. She's 172. So we'll have some leeway and some stuff to work on here. Like I said, this is what I like to call the daily grind, and it's really simple. This is what you should be doing to improve your character every day. It's my system that I've come up with. It's efficient. It's one way to do it. I mean,
you fancy
you
yourself a champion of good, yeah?
This is my
Gotham's
way.
got itself right bollocksed, and the rest of the
And
world's
this is the
not
first
far
time I've
behind.
signed on since
Meet me in
the
Gotham
new stuff,
under that
the
rift in
Justice
the
League
sky,
Dark.
and I'll tell you how
This
you
is
can be
her
a big damned hero.
Is this her DPS look? I think it is. No, that's her tank look. This is the classic Supergirl look. And then when she's DPSing, which we're going to start out doing, she's the new 52 Supergirl. So, the symbol she's got is the... Oops. A little too close there. The symbol she's got there is the Batman versus Superman one that was available for a short time. I really like that one. I think she's got the classic one in her tank role, though. Hang on, let me see. Is that the classic one? No, it's not. But I need to change it to the classic one, don't I? Yeah, I'm just partial to the Batman vs Superman. I like it a lot. But anyway, I'm getting off track here. But I do want to fix this. I have two Superman symbols. One's the Batman vs Superman. The other one is the, I think it's, was it 80th anniversary? Yeah, 80th anniversary symbol. Classic symbol. And that's the one I need to put on her tank roll. Come on, put your fists down. Yeah. Wow. As you can see, it's the classic one. Yep. So, let's go ahead and print that. Okay, check our inventory real quick. Alright, inventory's clean. So, first thing you got to do is you got to check your hard drive. Got to check your hard drive. And she is in dire need of stuff. Each one of these boost 3s costs 7 marks. I haven't been on this character in a while, as you can see. So, I'm going to go ahead and get the tactical mods, make sure they're up. And then we're going to, that's all I can get right now. So, we need to work on getting her some marks of victory to pay the rent, as we like to say. That's the rent is paying for these ones that I don't have highlighted, that I really need highlighted. So, and you're going to do that when you're grinding for CR. Okay, certain things you want to do first. If you've got any totems in your base that'll give you stuff like a Zamaron crystal, love crystal, or Mixie Spittlix, the leprechaun. You can get different collection pieces and stuff like that out of there. You want to open those up. The next thing you want to do, and I don't want to do it on this character because I only do it on my main character, is you want to go to your event screen and do your stabilizer mission. And that's because of the feats that are involved, and you get nth metal to build up your artifacts with. Okay, the next thing you want to do after the stabilizer is the vault. So we will do that. Because, whether you know it or not, if you haven't been going to the vault, you need to start going back, because they drop a piece of gear every time now. So let me get the DPS roll. And go bust some stuff up in the vault.
Welcome, welcome, one and all, to Joker's Room of Fun, Mayhem, and Prizes. What will it be? Something to flatten your opponents? Or just some useless crap? Who knows? You pays your money and you takes your chances. Break the presents and get your prizes.
Pretty sure that's it. But we'll look and see if another box drops over here. Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Game's over. Step along, nothing to see. Get going.
So, we're going to go through the stuff at the vault. Alright. Let's see what we got. Styles. She's got most of the styles. So, we got nth metal, and we got a pair of hands. Now, before I open this, this is what you're going to do with all of your gear. Alright? You want to get in the role that you want to improve. It's very simple. Get in the role you want to improve. You want to do this in a safe house. You don't want to do it in the place where you got it, because half the time you're an event thing and your numbers will be buffed. Okay? So you want to get to a safe house. You want to get to a watchtower. You want to get home to your base. The base is the best place because you can imprint on your armories when you get new stuff and stuff. But anyway, you get in the role that you want to improve. Now mine is tank role. I always want to improve the tank role. So I get in that. Then I take a look at the gear itself. Okay? And that is the DPS role. So I want to look at tank first. Tank is, as you can see, all the stats are green, so I'm going to select that because it'll improve it. Okay? That's all you have to do. Get in the role you want to improve, and then open the piece of gear and check it in the role you want to improve. If those numbers were red, I would take it in DPS. That way, I'm always building a set of DPS gear because you always want to be doing solos and duos in DPS role. No matter what role you're going to play in raids and alerts and stuff, you always want to be doing solos as a DPS and duos as a DPS. Because if you do them as anything else, all you're doing is slowing yourself down. Okay, so now let's go back here. We got those. Let's go ahead and put those on. And as you can see, I'm going to have to get a regenerative shielding mod for her. And she had one more thing. It's a style that she's already got. So what we want to do as soon as we put that on, we want to go and print it on our tank loadout. And I suggest you give a different look for each loadout. That way you know you're in something different. Then you want to get the mod that you need for that handpiece. The tactical mod. Tactical mod is very important. They'll save your life. Hands. And I believe it was regenerative shielding, right? Yeah, regenerative shielding. So, go here, regenerative shielding, and boom. Go ahead and put that in the hands. Once you've imprinted it on the armory, you're all set. You can put that mod in there and it's there for good. Uh-oh, she's missing one on her chest. I always like to double check if I haven't been on a character in a while. She's missing one on her chest for tank. So, let's go here. Get one for chest. And we're going to give her Hardy. Give her some more health because she's a tank. Okay. Okay, that's done. Let's go ahead and check her mods for the DPS role before we get started too. And what we're looking at is the pieces of armor that you can put a tactical mod in. That's hands, feet, legs, chest, back, neck, head, and weapon. It's the entire left side of your gear all the way down before you get to the ring, and the feet and hands on the other side. Now, you may have a Starro face mask that can take a Starro mod, that kind of thing. There's some specialty stuff, but that's the ones that you can get out of your vendor in your base. Okay, so got that done. Now, let's deal with this nth metal, and looks like the one she's working on is, looks like she needs to break through on ones. What's going on here? Yeah, she needs to break through. So, well, wait, let's go ahead and check the bottled city soda, because we know we got to get that up to a 5. Maybe we don't have to break through on that one. No, we got to break through on that one too. Damn it. Okay, so we're not going to break through on any of those for a while, so let's go put that stuff in the bank. I am anal about my inventory. I want everything in a certain place. So I'm going to put her stuff in the bank for now. What is that? Staunch Outlaw's jacket. That must be one I need to put in for prestige. Damn. It's too late in the week to do it right now. We're at diminishing rewards. Or I'd do it. Okay. Now I want to R&D the chest that I'm not going to be using anymore. So with my alternate characters, I have a work table that I use for that. Portable workstation. Boom. And let's go ahead and salvage that. Now, if that piece was bought with marks, like this other one I was just looking at, I'll show you that in a second. I wouldn't be R&Ding it. What I would do is I would put it in, I'd save it like I'm saving with her, to put it in the League Bank for prestige. And I'll explain more about prestige here in a minute. That one right there is, let's go ahead and put that on our dominance. Okay, and then what I'm talking about here is, you see this piece here? If you look, it's worth 225 prestige, whereas a regular piece has no prestige value really, not much of nothing. Okay, prestige value 1, 3. You're going to see that on drop gear, but on stuff you buy for marks, you see how it costs 32 marks of victory? Well, that thing is worth 225 prestige. I'm going to donate that to the League Bank once it resets on Thursday night at 3 o'clock in the morning, East Coast, or Central Time. I think it's 4 o'clock in the morning, East Coast Time. But right now, it's so late. This video is being shot on a Tuesday. It's 2 days before reset, so we're getting diminishing rewards on our stuff, so I want to save that until after reset so I get the full value. Okay, so go ahead and get back in DPS roll. You're always going to start your day in DPS roll because the first thing that's going to pop is usually going to be a duo or solo. But what we're going to do is this, and this is the general rule of thumb you want to use. We go to the on duty menu. And of course you can tell your league mates that you're going to be working on somebody that's 172 CR. I think that's right. Isn't she 172? Yeah. Some that's 172 CR, to give them a heads up. And the way you do that is you look up on the on duty menu, go to your 8-player menu, and scroll down until you see a lock. See how that blue square is next to the instances? Well, scroll down until you see a lock on it. Okay, there's the lock. Okay. And it looks like my wheelhouse is going to be Gods and Monsters and Olympus. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to queue up for all my 8-man instances first. All right, because they take longer to put the group together for you. All right, it takes longer to get a group together, especially if you're using, if you've got the settings set up to where you don't have role optional alerts on. it's going to take longer for that to get set up. So you want to use it. The more guys that are in the instance, those are the ones you want to queue first. Now, what you're looking for here is under rewards. You look to see my combat rating is 172, and I'm going to be tanking in this, so I'm only going to queue for tanking. All right, my DPS is lower, and I know that, and it's much lower than suggested, so I'm only going to queue for tanking, because you don't want to queue for roles that you can't play. I mean, I could be a DPS in this thing, but I'd be squish, and I'd get knocked out half the time, and, you know, it would hurt. But as you can see, the minimum CR is 166. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to queue for this one, and the reason why I can do it is I know that's the top one because everything else is locked. All right? But if you look at the rewards, it says 166 through 198 gets ancient coins, marks of victory, and loot items. All right? Now, anything above 198 only gets ancient coins and loot items. It doesn't get marks of victory. Why is that important? Well, I want to be getting marks of victory for everything I do because, as you saw earlier, I've got to pay the rent. Each one of those costs 7, and I've got 5 more of them to buy. So I need 35 marks of victory. I've only got 5 right now, so I want to get as many of those as I can. The raids get you 10. The 4-player alerts get you, I believe, 4. And then the 2 players get you 2, and the 1 players get you 1. So I always going to want to go for marks of victory. 1, to pay my rent, and buy. You also use it. It costs 10 marks of victory to get a catalyst. As you can see, I'm stuck on, I showed you earlier, I'm stuck on all my artifacts. I have to break through on them. Well, those catalysts that I need cost 10 marks of victory apiece at John Constantine in the Watchtower. So I needed marks of victory. I need to do nothing but stuff for marks of victory. So what I'm going to do is, that's the top stuff, but I'm going to go down to the next one. Let's take a look at that. 162 to 195. Okay, I still fall in that range for marks of victory. So I'm going to queue for that one. And I don't do elite content. If you want to learn elite stuff, look for somebody else, because I don't do that stuff. I don't support it, and I have my reasons for it. I'll go into that in another video. But let's look at Darkside's War Factory, 154 to 187. Now remember, my CR is 172, so I still fall in that range for marks of victory. Go down to Brainiac's Bottled Ship, 150 through 183, I get marks of victory, so I'm good there. Go down to Prison Break, 142 to 175. I'm still good there, so I'll queue for that one. Blackest Night, 138 through 172. So I'm right at the top end on that one. So I can queue for that one too. And Blackest Day is my cutoff. As you can see, 131 through 164 gets me marks of victory, but anything above 164 only gets me loot items. So I don't need to be doing that. Blackest Day is the lowest content I need to be doing. So I've got all that I've got all that highlighted. So I'm gonna go ahead and queue them. And I'm only going as a tank. Well, I'll go at yeah. If you're confident in your skills, go ahead and queue for DPS, even if it's a little bit lower, because if you're confident in your skills, you can get through it. But always remember, if you don't think you can do something, don't queue for it, because if you queue for it, people are going to expect you to be able to do it. So I queue up for that, and then I come over here to the events, and I queue for the 2 raids they have there. As you can see, I haven't done those yet. If I had done them, it would have a thing underneath, in the middle, underneath the description, that says you need replay badges. So queue for those 2. And then I come over to the 4 players and do the same thing. Scroll until I see a lock. There it is, Underworld Trials. And then queue for everything that's under that 172 falls into for marks of victory. Rip in Time, Phantom Zone, Demon's plan is too low. 168, greater than 168 is loot items only. So, I'm doing Phantom Zone, Rip in Time, and Underworld Trials. And I'll go ahead and queue for both there. Then I come over to events, add the alert to it. Like I said, you always want to do the ones with the most people in it first. Then we come over here to duos, and this is probably where it's going to pop. You have solos and duos. You want to do the duos first. Scroll up from the lock. Looks like it's Raising Hades, Wayne Manor Gala, Harley's Heist, Well of Darkside. Oh! Okay, we got the event raid. So, I've got one that's popped. I'll go ahead and queue for the duos when I get back. But that's what you want to do. You always want to go for marks of victory.
This is Amanda Waller. Congratulations, you've been enlisted. As a member of Task Force X, you'll be working alongside members of the Suicide
raids,
Squad.
It's
Your
better if you stay in
compliance
DPS role.
Compulsory.
Because everybody can DPS. Really, they can. I can go to tank role. If we had a controller, I would go to tank role, but I'm gonna go ahead and DPS.
These Argus agents have been right bollocks. I can smell Faust rotting magic from here. A bit like brimstone mixed with old socks. Not sure how that two-bit charlatan got in here, but he's got these Argus agents twisted as a pair of knickers. We need to get to that black room.
I think I'm gonna go tank. I'm more comfortable tank.
Retreat.
Probably last longer too.
These laser traps look to have a timed rotation. I'll meet you on the other side when you figure it out. What? I'm not your taxi service.
Take them down. Fall back.
This event stuff is really easy. There's nothing hard about it.
Cover me. Retreat. I need a med kit. Fall back. Retreat.
I gotta find out what her combo is. I always get combos for these guys, but I don't remember what this one is.
Fall back.
Alright. For you tanks out there, Let me give you a couple notes on this one.
Bollocks! That can't
Pretty
be good.
simple. You stay
Look
in the
sharp,
middle and pull
mate.
everything to you. That way they can cover the turrets. You stay right here where they start at.
I didn't know Argus had so many people on the payroll. Watch your backs. They're gonna bum rush us. Keep coming until we all go down. Let's disappoint them, shall we?
Deploying turret defenses.
And they die that quick. I'm just waiting for
What?
shit to
Now
show
we
up on the
have
radar.
turrets to worry about too? Oi, look, if you plant your bums at those turrets and take control of them, you can use them to blast those jokers into submission.
You're right, Bollocks, now. I need a medkit. Cover me. I need a medkit.
Oh shit. What? Oh. Got more guys coming from over here.
I need a medkit. On my target. Cover me.
And there we go. But yeah, what happens is, if they're near the turrets, they'll be contested, and they'll be getting shot at by the turrets, and we really don't want that. I always take the armor over the trinkets, and
John Constantine.
the rarest item I can get.
You're behind
That's
this.
rough. That's how I do it. I don't even
Just
look
a
at
man
stats
I
or
wanted
anything
to
like
see.
that.
Felix Faust is the one who did this to your people. A pint says he's already in your Vue de Gaulle.
Look up to see.
This better not be a con, Constantine. Open the vault, people.
I don't have one. Huh. Okay.
Damn, Constantine was telling the truth.
Probably because I'm low on skill points with this
My
character.
master thanks you, fools, for keeping the
don't
most
like to get a
powerful
weapon
arcanum
combo
on
in
Earth
this.
in one convenient place. The Spear of Destiny is ours. I ask the demon, who
Unless I got a
among
certain
men
amount of skill
would
points.
steal armor
Etrigan,
and
yeah,
sword
yeah,
of the
yeah,
mighty
yeah. This is a pain in the
Etrigan?
ass when I do it on normal.
Demon,
Big pain
reclaim
in the
your
ass.
mail.
They like to
Destroy these
hit you with the
thieves.
flamethrower
Make
breath.
them wail.
Etrigan comes, summons
Now, if
and
everybody
bound
stops what they're doing
to
and just,
recover his armor.
you know, holds melee on them,
Faithful
you know,
now.
and knocks them out of it, that's great. But most people don't.
I can see that you can. So much so, how they roar with gleam. I do not die.
For some reason, demons do not like cold.
Like piece of work. Watch out for his tricks. Plenty of toys in here for him to use.
My oh my, what have we here? So
See
many
that?
tools.
See how his flames went away?
Look sharp. The demon
Countered
is
him?
eyeballing the
That's
artifacts.
just counter these. A whole lot better off.
as I animate it, releasing it from its cage.
Etrigan's armor is trying to take down Constantine's protective circle. We've got to keep them and Etrigan off Constantine if he's going to subdue these artifacts and put them back where they belong.
Boy, mate, Steve-O is right. Keep
Stop
on
working your magic, little man, or risk the wrath of Etrigan.
Oh well, shit. I guess I was in the radius of that thing. I thought it was outside of it. Sorry about that, fellas. Damn it.
Boy, I got the artifact under partial lockdown, but Etrigan can still draw energy from the bugger until I lock it away completely.
Now that I have my armor, I'll enchant it to be leader in this battle.
See, you
Do
can
you
just
need me again?
sit there and pound away, but you gotta have a strategy.
Bollocks. Faust
Like
with a
when the
spear of
armor,
bloody destiny.
they say his
He
armor's
could break the
attacking
world even
Constantine, when
without
they
that
see
rip
that
in the
yellow
sky.
dome.
Steve-O, any chance
Constantine's
I could check
protect
out some
himself with a
mojo
shield.
from your lending library?
Excuse me.
I'll tell you what, John.
And
We've
all
been
those
looking for the Mark
reflections
of,
of,
Cain and Book of Lilith recently. You help Argus recover them.
Etrigan
we'll
are
talk.
attacking him.
They're
You
in a
have to
village
take
near
those down as
Markovia,
fast as you
but
can.
intel suggests they're
Yep,
well
stop
defended
what you're doing.
by vampires.
Don't attack Etrigan anymore.
I'll
Go after
scramble a
those
helo
things.
to drop us near the village.
Okay, once again, let's take a look. Blue helmet, take it. Boom. Now, another little trick. Nobody talked to Steve-O over here until everybody shows up and you'll get a feat. Don't do it, man. Don't talk to him. Wait till everybody gets here. Wait. Oh,
Gather around.
come on.
Before we go off to Castle Bloodsucker, take these lamps. The Order of Van Helsing used these to combat creatures of the night. Probably
got
pretty
the
useful
anyway.
right about now.
Cool.
Always wanted to get my hands on
You
one
wanna
of
wait
these.
until everybody shows
Seems
up,
like my
though,
crew runs
really.
into things that go bump in the night every time we leave the pub. Keep fueling these lamps with the right kind of petrol, and you'll be able to master its flames. Vamps and their kin have a thing against fire and light.
The werewolves.
Terrorists. Must be Tuesday. Heads up, people. This is the current home of the Book of Lilith and Mark of Cain. The group holding these artifacts is organized and powerful enough to block most scribes and satellites. So we're diving into the unknown. Be ready for anything.
Looking around, I guess we're facing a master mage with a penchant for goth wankers who worship her dark tower.
That's quite a hunch, John.
Also, I smell her perfume. She wears a posh.
Never mind. I don't want
Don't like werewolves.
Fascists, vampires, and zombies. Hola! Fascists, vampires, and zombies. Fails before
I will tear you apart.
They had the ads back there and I didn't know it. I usually wouldn't be swinging this much. If I had a controller, I'd just be sitting here. I'm doing this turtle. Alright, here we go. Now we got this dumbass.
I present
Hate
you
this guy.
with the mark of Cain, mistress.
Uh-oh. It's
Your
Tom.
actions nurture entropy, helping it grow like a deadly vine.
And she's hot as usual
And
with
your
her Sasha
cult may
Banks
yet earn
hair.
a place among the lords of chaos.
Damn! She took the mark of Cain with her!
Ah, intruders! Master, aid your faithful servant.
You dare enter my home. Your blood will fuel me as my shadows blanket the world.
And this fight is pretty simple.
Minions come.
Stay on him
Protect
until
your
he brings up
master.
a Shadow Master. Or a Shadow
This
Monster.
faggot has control over the dark. Light him up and use those flames of Van Helsing to
Now I gotta
smite
block.
anything he pulls out of his wee bag of tricks.
If you can remove those pockets of shadow with the magical flames, it'll limit his resources.
Those pools, when you get in there and he will create a Shadow Monster, he's going to drag everybody in.
Those
Does it.
monsters are made out of pure darkness.
Okay, shut up.
Use whatever you got
him
to
in.
take them down.
You want to target him with all your AoEs. Get him burned back. They heal the vampire.
He's using the darkness to heal. Keep him away from the shadows or blast them away with the flames.
Creature, you dare strike me. Mother Lilith, lend me your power.
Boy, that's no weak beast. Looks like every time the fascist bloodsucker summons a bigger shadow beast, it drains away a pool of darkness.
I will tear you apart.
Gotta get out of there, son of a bitch. I couldn't get out. Oh well. Hopefully they get me. And they did.
You cannot end me.
Like I
Minions
said, when the
come.
Shadow Monster
Protect
pops
your
up, you
master.
see I'm targeting that now. Yeah, steadily trying to kill me.
Father Cain, aid your child now.
Now we got sniped.
Creature, you dare strike me.
Damn it.
I will tear you apart.
I just got a normal alert feat for being in the event feat. Wow, that's amazing. Truly amazing.
Ew! Gross!
We lost the mark of Cain, but at least we took down this so-called Order of Eternal Night.
Oi! I've got the Book of Lilith!
Well, that's something. Take it, Constantine. I'll get you the rest of the crime.
Ooh, I like that
The Book
Bat
of Lilith
Ninja
is
look.
just an excerpt after all. I'll expect them
She
back
looks
as soon
cool.
as that rift over Gotham
got
closes.
Dead Man hoodie.
Of course, Steve-O.
And
You
some
know
kind of
me.
spiky lantern.
That's what worries me.
Alright, let's see what the last loot is. And it looks like a belt. Okay, and then you always want to be courteous. Go ahead and go to group. And tell them GG. And then go to your on-duty menu and leave the instance. Wow, I did a lot of freaking damage for a tank. But then again, I started off DPS. Okay, so
You fancy yourself a champion
Sometimes
of good,
you'll
yeah?
get another queue
Gotham's
right
got
away,
itself
but for the
right
purposes
bollocks,
of this
and the rest
video,
of the
what we're
world's
going to
not
do
far
is we're going
behind.
to go ahead and
Meet me in
unqueue
Gotham
everything
under
so I
that
can take
rift
my
in the sky,
time
and I'll
show
tell
you
you
guys
how you can be
what
a
to do
big
with your
damned
inventory when you're
hero.
done with an instance. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the on duty menu and we're going to unqueue for everything. And it's easy to do. You just unhighlight the boxes and hit update, and there you go. Or you can highlight all of them and then turn them off, and that grabs them all too. Okay, so once again, we need to be in the role. Take a look at your thing and make sure you're in the role you want to develop. I want to do tank, so that's the role I need to be in, and then just start opening the gear. I'm in a safe place, so my stats aren't buffed or anything like that. So I just start opening the gear. Making lockbox. I'm a member right now, so I can go ahead and use this. Ah, got a style I didn't have. That'll work. Oh, I got 2 waste pieces. That's one thing you want to keep an eye on now. If I had remembered that I had a waste piece already, I wouldn't have got that last waste piece. I'd have gotten another piece. Okay, so, but I can always put one on tank and one on DPS. So, open it up. That's DPS. That's tank. All the and I'm looking at the role required. If there's no role requirement, that's a DPS piece. This one is tank. That's what I'm looking for, and it's all green, so I'm going to take that. Open next. It's another waste piece. Now, I just got a waste piece, so I'm going to go ahead and get this one in DPS. Okay. Then the next one. This one's a helmet. It's all green. Take it in tank. Open up treasure box. Lantern. Now these lanterns, once you see it's at rank 4. Once it's at rank 4, you just click on it like anything else, and it gives you the lantern back. But you have to build it up like any other artifact, and you feed it with the otherworldly essence. So let's do that real quick. Start feeding that. It's up to rank 1. Once it's up to rank 4, you can get some new flames. What it gives you, what it gives you is these flames, and they have different properties that'll help you in that raid, or excuse me, the alert you were just doing. I call it a raid because I really think it should be a raid, because it takes too damn long to do. Okay, so I have 3 new pieces of gear and some nth metal. Nth metal's going in the bank because we know I don't have enough victory to break through, so I gotta start stacking that in my bank. And we've put on a couple of pieces of tank gear we need to go and print. One of them being a helmet piece, which we know is going to take a mod. Did that improve my... No, it didn't improve my CR. But, well, actually it did, just not enough to bump it up a point. And let's go ahead and grab a helmet mod. We'll take a look before we R&D it. What mod is it? Oh! Ah! I haven't put it on yet. Okay. So, what do we got here? Supercharge hibernation. Okay. Alright, now let's imprint it. Thought I put them on. Okay. Still 172. Okay. Alright, so now I need the supercharge hibernation mod. There it is. And that's for the helmet. Yeah. Okay. And then we want to go ahead and switch to DPS roll because we did get a DPS waste piece. Go ahead and switch to DPS roll. Put that waste piece on. It's green, so that's good to go. Go ahead and imprint that. It doesn't have a mod, so we don't need a mod for that. And then we just R&D the stuff we don't need. First of all, it's all drop gear, so as you can see, oh wait, no it's not. The waste piece I bought with Marks of Victory, so it's 134 prestige. I want to put that in the bank. Same with the helmet. You see the prestige is 211. Bought it with Marks of Victory. Anything you buy with Marks is going to be good for prestige, so you want to keep that in the bank until reset, like I was telling you earlier. But you see the green piece, it's only 1 prestige. So what we're going to do is we're going to R&D the green piece. And the other 2 are going to the bank for prestige for the league. All right. Take that exabyte. On my alts, I don't improve exabytes before I put them on. I just use them. So let's see what we got here. All right. And go ahead and switch back to tank because that's my main role. And you just rinse and repeat, ladies and gentlemen. That's all you got to do. Usually when I'm hitting a lot of queues, if we just come out of that instance, I wouldn't even have gone through my gear. I'd just go to the next queue, keep working until I've gone through everything on my on duty menu, and then go through my gear just like that. Get to a safe place, open get in the role that I want to improve, and then open the gear and check that role, that side of the gear, and if it's green, keep it for that role. If it's not, keep it in your other role. That way you're always able to do 2 things. So that's my daily grind. That's how you build CR efficiently and do the most you can do for your league, because by doing the instances with Marks of Victory, first of all, let me show you down here in the text box. If you look at your loot page, let's roll. Okay, see right there where it says, let me see if I can put that on top where you guys can see it. Okay, it's the second line from the top. It says Superior Girl earned 300 prestige for that alert. The league only received 42. That's because we've hit diminishing rewards in my league. They have a freaking cap for prestige, and the closer you get to it, the less prestige you get. So always remember, if you got stuff like the 2 pieces that I have that are worth prestige, you want to put those in the bank until reset and then put them in. And apparently I didn't know I had a chest piece I could put in, or I'd have been back on here and gotten that done. So I got 3 pieces I got to put in next time. Got a lot of work to do on Superior Girl, but that's why I chose her for this video. But that's how you work on your CR. And as you saw, I also got some feats along the way. I don't think I got enough for a skill point. Let's take a look. No, I didn't. So, but that's all there is to it, man. That's how you go through your gear. Hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed my ode to Supergirl here. She's one of my favorites. And I hope you have a nice day. Hope this helped you out. Take it easy, guys. We'll see you next time.